As world leaders made their way out of the room, and the main hall of the Kenyatta International Convention Center became empty, one seat at a time, the African Climate Summit has come to a close on a very high note, with Africa attracting $23 billion to fund its green growth. The continent has also come out of the summit with a strong Nairobi Declaration, part of which states that African leaders are committed to focus the development of their economies on a climate-positive growth, but that the international community has to do its part in helping the continent with finances to achieve its climate targets. Some of the delegates spoke to the Cable about how successful they think the summit has been.
And the message has been very universally clear, right? That the continent of Africa, despite the fact that it is the most vulnerable, also have solutions for climate change in the entire world. Because Africa actually presents the lungs to the entire world. The Congo Basin forest is absorbing over 30 billion metric tons of carbon each and every year, more than the Amazon forest and the Asian forest combined together. But more importantly, what was even more important is that the continent of Africa do have renewable energy. And what is coming out is that tapping this renewable energy will not only reduce the number, which is 620 million people who are energy impoverished, but can help put Africa as a solution to the world.
We have heard some declarations about and support for adaptation. We've also seen a very strong word with regards to how debt should be framed for Africa. Again, there's also been an increased and loud voice with regard to carbon credit and then what it needs to be done and how it should be done for Africa. We've also seen some voice pro and against the rating agencies as to how they make Africa look so poor with their rating system and style, and a call for how they should then begin to reform their rating system and frameworks.
I really enjoyed what we were able to discuss and meeting different climate activists from different countries. I believe that we came to a very sound conclusion that we wanted more to be done, and we wanted more jobs, and we wanted more green jobs for young people. That's basically been our call as young people, and get financing for our projects and our startups that actually push forward the global green agenda. I'm very happy to have been at the Africa Climate Summit. I believe that our world leaders have actually had fruitful discussions on what we should do as a continent in addressing this huge issue.
I think the conference met the required expectation in as far as it has been able to gather the different stakeholders level and institutions that is working across all levels of Africa and also across other continents as well, to showcase the project and programs that is going on across the African continent to mitigate climate actions and also to meeting both Paris Agreement, UN Decade of Ecosystem, and also Agenda 2063 of African Union. I think the conference met the required expectation in as far as it has been able to gather the different stakeholders level and institutions that is working across all levels of Africa and also across other continents as well, to showcase the project and programs that is going on across the African continent to mitigate climate actions and also to meeting both Paris Agreement, UN Decade of Ecosystem, and also Agenda 2063 of African Union. I think the conference so far made the required expectations.
We are hoping that maybe after this they'll be implemented. Commitments that have been made, especially on climate finance and other areas, will be implemented, and I hope that it reaches the grassroots. So I hope that beyond this forum, this information about what's happening will be able to reach even the grassroots agents of change, and to be able to bring about more like transformation and be able to make that journey towards a sustainable world.
Ahead of COP28, Africa is positive that its united voice will enable it start on the path of pulling the continent out of a climate catastrophe. Vivian Chime, reporting for The Cable.